Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Matt, and today we're going to be turning this cutting board into this cutting board. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, so we're out here on a balcony. There's a few things that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my orbital sander. You don't have to use this. You can use just sandpaper and a sanding block if you don't have one. I'm going to be using 4 types of sandpaper. 60 grit, which is the roughest grit. I'm going to go to 80, 120, and I'm going to finish up with 180. You can go up to 240. You can get rid of 180. You can go straight from 60 to 120 to 240 if you want. It doesn't necessarily matter for cutting boards. With this one, I just want it to look better. I don't know if I'm going to be using it actually to cut on because this was owned previously by other people. But we'll see how it looks after it's done. I'm going to take it down a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch just to get all the gouges and all the dings and all the stains out of it. So let's start sanding. Remember, when you use tools, you're going to need some things. You're going to need some eye protection, some ear protection, and when I'm sanding, I'm going to cover my mouth and my nose so I don't breathe in any of the dust. And we should all probably have a bunch of these face masks laying around, but let's get sanding. Okay, so I'm not going to put you through the entire sanding process because it would be super painful for you. But before I skip to the next step, I want to say thanks for watching the video. All right, and if you have any questions or comments or suggestions of better ways we can do this, let us know in the comment section below. All right, and we all can benefit from that. But again, I want to say thanks for watching, and keep in mind that this cutting board fits perfectly in my kitchen sink, all right? Because you can see here that my counter space is limited in my kitchen, but having this perfectly fit cutting board to add another foot or foot and a half of space will definitely help out when I'm cooking. So that's the only reason I'm really going to be using this, so I won't probably be cutting any vegetables or fruits on it. But yeah, just want to throw that out there. So most cutting boards have a liquid or a juice groove around the outside of the cutting board. And I'm going to show you how I like to sand that down, because a lot of times the stains from the juices get absorbed in there and you need to sand that down as well. So what I like to do is I just take a pencil, something that fits in there, pencil, a screwdriver, a marker, anything that you have that actually fits in the groove. And then you just wrap the sandpaper around it and you start to sand. I hope you guys like the video, and if you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button because it does help the channel out. But I'm going to speed through this part again because this also was a lengthy process, and I don't think you need to see exactly how I sand every bit of this. So I did leave this part in here because I think it's actually kind of funny, and to speed it up to 800%. It's amusing to me. I hope you guys enjoy this like little 5-second clip of me speeding through this. It even sounds funny. Okay, that's about it. All right, so now I'm all dusty. All right, but I cleaned this off, finished sanding. It's not perfect, right? But I don't need it to be. So I'm just going to be using this as extra counter space. So I don't even know if I'm going to be cutting off of it. I may just be using my smaller cutting board to put on top of it. But I still want to make sure that there's no bacteria or no sort of microorganisms inside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a lemon, right? And I'm going to cut it and I'm going to wipe it on here. Then I'm going to let it dry for a while before I put the oil on it. I'm going to take the lemon and rub it. Cool, so I'm going to let this dry for a couple hours, then I'm going to wipe it all down, clean it up, and with a new clean rag, I'm going to apply the mineral oil. Okay, so the lemon juice is dried, all right. I sanded it down, use lemon juice. Now I'm going to use the mineral oil. So this oil was bought from a pharmacy because the one that I ordered online still hasn't arrived. It takes so long to get mail here. But this one will work perfectly, and it will not cause any sort of reactions, because you're not going to be drinking off this, you're not going to be eating off this. You're just going to be cutting your things before you cook them or whatever. It's not hazardous. It's perfectly food safe. So I'm just going to use a clean rag. Okay, this is a super clean rag. Use a liberal amount and just wipe it in. And remember, you want to use mineral oil. You don't want to use any sort of vegetable oils, because they can get rancid, they can get moldy, and they can hold bacteria. So I always oil the bottom of the cutting board as well, and I think it's a really good idea. If you want to know anything about the products in the video, I will put links down in the description. And I do want to let you know that they are affiliate links through Amazon, all right? So you can check out the reviews of them. You can check out all the different product information. If you think it's something for you, then the links are down in the description. And if you do like the video and want to see future videos like this or other ones, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon, and you'll be notified when I post again. It's still a little oily, but it'll dry. It'll dry in maybe like another 20 minutes. But like I said, I'm not going to be using this as a cutting board because it wasn't mine, and I didn't have that much to take off. So there are still some cut marks in it, but you can see that the burn marks are gone, and the areas that look like they were a little questionable have been cleared off. So yeah, we're going to be using this as extra counter space. I'll probably actually be putting a cutting board on top of this, but it'll add to the actual space that we have. So it's going to definitely be beneficial. All right, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you liked the video, make sure you give it that thumbs up button. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, make sure you hit me up in the comment section below. Hope you guys are staying safe. Take it easy. I'll see you later. That's pretty good. Cool. Cool.